What's up, YouTube? Let's talk about IceMule coolers. We just got back from our Devil's River trip, and IceMule was kind enough to send us one of their Pro versions of their cooler, the XL, the extra large Pro version, for us to test out and take on the trip. All right. And I was going to give my thoughts on it. I also had already been a previous owner of the regular IceMule Classic cooler, and it's pretty awesome too. So I was really stoked to get their Pro version, and it is considerably beefier and I guess better in many ways than the Classic, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First of all, if you're not familiar, the IceMule coolers are these roll top style coolers. It's basically just like a huge dry bag that with insulated walls, and it just rolls up like so, just like a dry bag. The XL is 33 liters, and it's good for 24 cans plus ice, but that's like maxed out, like that's fully loaded. Whereas like this one over here, this is the large Classic, and it is 20 liters, and it's good for 18 cans plus ice, and that's also like maximum capacity. It kept ice for 1.5 to 2 days. It's advertised as being 24-hour ice, so it definitely kept solid ice for 24 hours. I was really impressed with its durability on the trip. We were pretty rough on it. Whoa! The only thing I think might give out eventually is going to be maybe some of the fabric on the straps, just because it's sort of this like meshy, just regular fabric. The Pro is a backpack version instead of a single strap version. But this backpack suspension system is super comfortable. Straps are comfy. There's this like sort of dense foam strap or padding on the back of the cooler body itself. And the exterior of it, aside from also having this bungee system for strapping down small things, the exterior is made out of this like really heavy duty sort of rubberized material. And I don't know, it wipes clean, and it just feels a lot sturdier than the Classic version. I guess the Classic, different sort of material on the outside. It's kind of like this canvasy PVC vinyl stuff. It's not as like smooth and rubberized as the Pro, but it's also sturdy. I had another one that actually suffered a pretty serious gash from like a stray bracket inside of a kayak one trip a long time ago, and it cut it open, so sharp objects will definitely do some damage to this one. I don't know about this one. It's definitely going to need to be pretty sharp. They have this valve system on them, right, that allows you to open it up, and you can just inflate air into the insulated portion of the body, and it helps with insulation. I honestly never use it. We're going to do an ice kind of comparison shootout with both of them here in a little bit and see how good they really are. All right, so we're outside. We're going to figure out exactly how long the IceMules can hold ice. We got them chilled down. We set them up in the fridge for a few hours to, get them cooled off and get the best possible results out of our ice retention test. They roll up really nicely so that they can stuff into a fridge really well, which is kind of cool that a lot of other soft coolers aren't very good at. So we got them both iced down. They have about 10 pounds of ice each. It is 80 degrees outside today in San Antonio. I even went ahead and filled them up with air via their little valve for the insulated layer of the body. And we'll check back on them tomorrow. So it's been 24 hours. It is 80 degrees outside. Oh yeah, we got plenty of solid ice. Let's see how the Pro's doing. Yeah. we're gonna seal these up and check on them again in another 24. It's been 48 hours. It was 77 degrees today, and we have interesting results. The Classic still has a little bit of solid ice. The Pro, on the other hand, is all liquid. It's still super cold. It would definitely keep drinks cold, no doubt about it, but it's not solid anymore. Now, they both had exactly 10 pounds of ice in them. They both feel like they have the exact same amount of insulation and padding in them. Their interior material is both this sturdy gray rubber. So the only thing I can think of is that the Pro was bigger and therefore had more empty space inside of it that might have adversely affected its ice retention abilities in relation to the volume of the Classic. All in all, they did a really good job. They kept ice well over 24 hours. The Classic is still keeping ice 48 hours later. So, good coolers, perfect for what they need to do. IceMule test out. So in conclusion, IceMule, badass. IceMule Classic is really good. IceMule Pro is even better, even beefier. They both keep ice just the way they're advertised, and they do everything that I've needed them to do. I'm gonna keep using them, so y'all should too. Take it easy.